Hey guys, welcome to Quinian's Budget Crafts. So here's the basic painting I use on stone, or like, this is brick, but it could be used for like a stone wall or whatever. If you're not basing in black and Mod Podge, or if it's just not dark enough for you, you can use pavement, but I do normally skip this one, and I go straight to pewter gray. Once your pewter gray is down, you can then move up to granite gray or some other lighter gray, whichever you prefer. Just needs to be a lighter gray. And what you're going to do is just go ahead and put it on before the paint's even dry. But you can put this on a little lighter, almost like a dry brush, but not really. See how it's mixing there? So it's not so bright, but it's not that dark. Just kind of in between. You could even take it a step further and go with another lighter gray from there. You don't really need to. Do let this dry, and then we'll do antique white. Once this is basically dry, like it's not going to rub right off on your hand or anything, but a little right on the edge there, but it's basically dry. Go ahead and take your antique white. This is a white with a little bit of yellow in it. If you can see, it's kind of cream color. If you don't have this, that's okay. Just mix a little bit of yellow in with your white and you'll get pretty much the same thing. Get a little on your brush with a little bit of that gray mixed in. It's not going to hurt anything. Wipe most of it off on a paper towel. If you still have a lot of gray in your brush like I do, just go ahead and rub all that out. And then if this is a wall, not a floor, you're going to want to make sure that your direction starts from the top and goes down. And just kind of swipe it on there. Always go lighter than you think you're going to need. You can always add more, but it's a real pain to try and go back and correct it if you've got too much. On boulder type things, all you're really trying to do is highlight these edges. So that's all you got to focus on. You don't have to wipe the whole thing with it, just the edges. Then from this point, you can go ahead and black wash it. You can add some tans or whatever you want to do, flocking and that kind of stuff. If you do add black wash and it mutes your colors too much, just go back and re-highlight it. When adding black wash, I like to get it in the cracks first, then spread it everywhere to get rid of those brush streaks. And then if it's too much, which it always is in my case, you just go ahead and take your paper towel and blot it off just the surface, leaving it in the cracks. It is always best to wait to do the black wash until this is dried completely, and I did not, and that's why it's kind of smeared. These rocks are not going to have black all over them. You can just drip it in these little crevices, let it run down. And like I said, if your wash has completely obliterated your highlights, that's fine. You can just add those back. Another method you could use if you don't like these brush streaks is you can use a sponge. This is one of those loofah bath sponges. It's got the big holes in it. Just take some of that, get some paint on it, and very lightly sort of dab it onto your piece there. You can do this with any color you want. You could do the whole entire paint job with a sponge to get some pretty cool effects, actually. This is the basic idea. This is what I would consider a base coat before doing anything else. And at this point you would add tans, browns, reds, yellow, big black streaks, color it, put flocking, whatever you want to do. A good way to hold down flocking? Some dollar store hairspray. So there you go, guys. That's a basic stone and then a little example of what you could do with it after you've done your basics. Hope this one helps, and I'll see you guys in the next one.